Angelic, ingenious supplies.
What's up, Spikes? Jim here coming at you from Spike Beaters HQ, and we are in the studio today playing some casual Magic. I'm super excited to get into it, but before we do that, we gotta shout out two things. Not just one, two. Number one, as usual, GameGenic supplied us with all of the cool stuff that you see here. Playmats, sleeves, deck boxes for your deck boxes, deck boxes for your deck boxes for your deck boxes, which I don't know if that's a thing, but hit me up.
Is that just triple sleeving?
And the second thing is awesome restaurant locally here, Burrito Splendido, fed the Spikes today. So huge shout out to the folks at Burrito Splendido. Super appreciate it. If you're here in Winnipeg, go check them out. I think we're just going to jump right into it, though. I am playing a deck that I have played on the channel before, but haven't played it in a while. I'm playing Kamahl and Jeska. That's Jeska Thrace Reborn, Kamahl Heart of Krosa. This is a Gruul ramp deck. I mostly just want to make a ton of mana. Like, very large amounts of non-infinite mana, like into the hundreds is what I'm going for. And then I'm also looking to like triple damage, triple mana. There's lots of ways to do this stuff, but it's just ramp.
That's awesome. Hi, everybody. My name's Alex, and today I will never love again because I'm playing Jolene the Plunder Queen. That's right. We're doing some Gruul action. And what's going on with this? It's a lot of legendary Gruul creatures. It's a lot of beating face and making treasures. It's a lot of, oops, it's a Primal Surge deck. So if I accidentally my entire deck onto the battlefield, you're welcome.
It's a lot of flaming locks of auburn hair.
Oh.
It's
ivory skin and something, I don't know. I forget the lyrics.
And 17 arms. Yeah.
Hi. I'm Jerry today. I'm Elliot. I'm also playing a deck that hasn't been on the channel in a while and got some fun new toys. I always get made fun of for calling things new, but they're new from the last time this deck was on the channel. Lost Caverns of Ixalan had more dinosaurs. So, Gishath, Sun's Avatar, back. Gonna put some of those new dinosaurs into play, and they're gonna eat all of my friends. Then you'll have no friends left. Good.
He'll have dinosaurs.
All I need is the dinosaurs.
He's like, we got some new tech in Avacyn restored.
I said he would make fun of me, did I not? Yeah.
What's that 9-mana gain life mythic?
Yeah.
God, Archangel's something. I forget what it's called.
Shut up. Hello, I am Bill, and today I am playing Bristly Bill, Spine Sower. I did not shave for this
Bristly.
episode. As soon as this card was spoiled, I knew that I had to build it.
They just keep coming.
Yeah. This is just a landfall deck. This is, I think, something that I'm going to pat myself on the back for. The most casual deck that I have put together with my own two hands.
Oh.
This deck runs no interaction and lots of put lands into play and then see what happens from there. I'm actually genuinely very excited to play this deck.
Have you played it before?
I've played it a couple times before, but not on camera.
Oh.
So,
all right. Well, let's crack into our GameGenic Bastions and we'll get started. So I'm going to start us off by drawing a card to start the game. I want to play this Sandstone Needle as my land for turn. It enters with 2 counters.
What kind of counters?
I don't know. Needle counters? They're debletion counters.
That's an insane throwback. That's
a great
before
throwback.
you.
I would say I only found out about it later. I'm going to speed things along by playing Prismatic Vista and going to 39.
Oh, killing yourself for me.
I'll grab this forest, put it into play, and pass the turn.
Alrighty. I will draw a card for my turn. I've got a tapped Stomping Ground.
Ooh.
And I'll pass the turn.
protecting your life total. Yep. Smart move. I'm going to play just a forest from Shards of Alara, and I'll pass the turn. Write that down.
That's a new one, Elliot.
Sure. What's the...
I'll draw a card. I'll play a forest as my land for turn, and tap for 3, removing a depletion counter, to cast Unbound Flourishing.
Uh-oh.
That's a 3-mana enchantment. Whenever I cast a permanent spell with a mana cost that contains X, I double the value of X. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell or activate an ability, if the spell's mana cost or the ability's activation cost contains X, copy the spell or ability, and I can choose new targets.
Okay.
Otherwise known as the best card in this deck.
Yeah, no kidding.
That seems pretty good.
Pass the turn.
Just on turn 2. Just
Draw a card. A mountain.
What's it like to...
Have a perfect bard class.
Bard class.
That one's probably also bad for us.
Yeah, speaking of the best card in my deck, remember all those legendary creatures I talked about that cost red-green?
I never went to Bard class in high school.
That's okay.
That one.
I'm gonna untap. Yeah, I'm gonna draw for turn. I've got a Plateau and I've got a Farseek. I'm gonna go Seek, not near. Off the Farseek, I'd like to replicate what my friend Alex here did and have a perfect mana base.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll find this Jetmir's Garden. That's tapped. Go ahead.
I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. I would like to play a Vold, and then I'm going to tap for two green to play Bristly Bill, Spinesower, Yeehaw, partner.
Bristly.
That's a really long name.
Wake up, little ones. It's Jim's turn.
Untap.
I hate that.
Small Victorian children just running through the streets. It's Jim's turn. It's Jim's turn.
I'll play a forest as my land for turn. I'm going to tap 1 to cast this Soul Ring.
Oh my God, Jim.
It's a ramp deck.
We had families, you know.
I'm going to tap, this is 3, 1 colorless floating. I will cast Nature's Lore. I'll get this forest into play off of Nature's Lore. I do have the 1 colorless floating from the Soul Ring. I'm going to remove the last depletion counter. That brings me up to 2 red and 2 green to cast Tectonic Giant. When it attacks or becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, I can choose one. The first choice is deals 3 damage to each opponent. Second choice is exile the top 2 cards of my library, choose one of them, and until the end of my next turn, I can play it.
It's pretty good.
And I'll pass.
All right, we're going to untap, upkeep, and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Legolas Greenleaf. Let's all jive. It's Legolas Greenleaf. It's got reach. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Whenever another legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, put a 1/1 counter on him, but I'm going to do that from Bard class today. And whenever he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. You might as well just say questing these, but
Cool. Yeah, apparently.
anyway, pass the turn.
They just be printing cards with so much text on them nowadays.
Boy, how
you know?
do they?
This one's actually kind of new, right? Please, please.
Last summer.
Draw. I would like to continue to maintain my life total by playing this tapped Sacred Foundry.
Extremely powerful.
And then I am going to, I followed my friend Alex last time. Now I'm going to try to follow my friend Jim. I'm going to cast a Nature's Lore.
Oh, okay.
Mine's cooler. It's from Portal. Off the Nature's Lore, I'm going to find this untapped Savannah. I'm allowed to do that because that's what Nature's Lore says. And then, I'm going to go in here again. I'm going to cycle Yadaro, Wandering Monster. I'm doing it at sorcery speed just because I can, but whenever you cycle this, shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you've cycled a card named Yadaro, Wandering Monster 4 or more times this game, put it onto the battlefield from your graveyard instead.
Okay,
So,
Yadaro count 1.
Yadaro.
Please track that.
I have shuffled Yadaro into my deck, and now I will draw a card.
Did you draw Yadaro?
Is Yadaro?
Oh, no, but it's a good one. I will pass the turn.
All right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play Forest. This one is Japanese, and unfortunately I don't know the Japanese word for forest off the top of my head.
It's
but
Vold.
that is not correct.
I mean, that's what I was told.
Playing a land will trigger my Bristly Bill, and he's going to make himself a little bit bigger. Give himself
Little bit
plus one, plus-
bristlier.
A little bit bristlier. Then I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to play this Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Ooh.
So this
That one's
allows
also
me
in Japanese. You're going to try that one?
I'm pretty sure that's just Dryad of the Elysian.
Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
You got me.
Sorry, my Japanese accent is not so good. Anyway, he acts as a chromatic lantern. My lands now tap for mana of any color, and he also allows me to play an additional land on each of my turns. My additional land is going to be Lotus Field. It comes into play tapped. It has hexproof, and when it enters play, I have to sacrifice 2 lands. But then it'll tap for 3 mana of any one color. I'm going to sacrifice 2 forests, which will trigger Bristly Bill once again, putting a counter on the Dryad.
What were you scared of, bro?
I have 2 lands now.
Oh, you have a 3/5,
Yeah.
and your land taps for 3. Shut up.
7/5.
I'm going to untap. Now, listen. I'm going to give you all a chance to concede.
Okay.
He's going to play Spire Garden. Okay.
Sorry?
You can concede
Why would I do that?
so that it comes into
I've
play
got
tapped.
Bard class.
For me,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You like me.
Sort of.
No.
Not more than Bard class.
Not more than Bard class. I don't think any of us are conceding.
I'm moving to combat.
Okay.
Elliot?
Yep, this checks out.
So trigger on attack.
Yeah, which one do you want?
I think I'm going to exile the top 2 of my library.
okay.
Not
Sounds
one.
good.
So the cards that I'm exiling are Mirage Mirror and Fiery Emancipation.
Woof.
I think I'm going to take Fiery Emancipation.
Oh, really?
I'll be able to cast that until the end of my next turn.
Thank goodness he doesn't have any red mana.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm going to tap 6 and cast Coveted Jewel.
Something about red mana. Why do I ever speak?
That's a great question.
ETB, draw 3.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it also does that. Oh, my
that's
God,
really
this card's
funny.
insane.
I do love Coveted Jewel.
That is really funny.
That's going to be it for me. Go ahead.
Sounds great. Who Lord. Gonna draw a card for turn. Forest as my land for turn. Red green, Bard class to level 2. Legendary spells I cast cost red green less.
Oh my god.
2. Grand Warlord Radha. Haste. Whenever one or more creatures I control attack, add that much mana in any combination of red and or green until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Legolas trigger.
Sure.
I'd like to move to declare attacks. Grand Warlord Radha.
Get a Coveted Jewel.
Yeah, you get a
Oh,
Coveted Jewel.
I've got 2 creatures.
Oh, okay.
And Legolas is going to go at Jim for 4. But Radha is going to come at Elliot for 4. And so no blocks.
Yeah, no blocks. There's a trigger here. I'll respond to it by adding 3 red.
Oh, thank you.
It untaps when you get it anyway. So.
Thank you.
You gain control of it. You draw 3 cards.
3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Then I'd like to deal 4 damage to each of you.
33, 36.
Then I have a Legolas trigger, drawing me a card.
Oh, just draw 4 cards. Have 5 mana left over.
It's fine.
Your stuff costs a green, red less.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty great.
Casual magic.
I'm going to spend 2 green floating to cast my commander, Jolene, the Plunder Queen. When she comes into the battlefield, she gets a +1/+1 counter from Bard class.
Yep.
Legolas gets another counter.
Yep.
I'd like to declare some spells. Targ Nar, Demon Fang Knoll. When he enters the battlefield, Bard class, Legolas. Ruby, Daring Tracker. Bard class, Legolas.
I was going to try really hard to get this Coveted Jewel on my turn, and I don't think I can.
I kind of needed it for my Fiery Emancipation.
That I'm okay with.
I'm going to tap Coveted Jewel to add 3 blue to cast Doors of Durin, a legendary artifact that says whenever I attack Scry 2, then I might reveal the top card of my library. If it's a creature card, put it on the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Until my next turn, it gains trample if I control a dwarf, and hexproof if I control an elf.
That one you do.
Yeah. This isn't a legendary creature, so it neither gets a +1/+1 counter nor grows Legolas Greenleaf.
Yeah. I feel bad
So
for you.
what? You just put in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power for 2 mana?
And grew Legolas to be a 7/7.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a fun deck. It's very casual. Speaking of casual, past turn.
I will untap and draw for my turn. I've got a basic mountain. Everybody's just doing stuff, right? So I'll tap this basic mountain to cast mana vault. And then I'm going to pay 8 mana and I'm going to cast Gishath, Sun's Avatar.
Yeah.
Effects.
Go for it.
Alrighty.
Green deck.
Well, so here's the thing. I kind of want this Coveted Jewel. Because it draws me 3 cards.
Sure does.
But attacking Alex is like kind of bad here,
Just a little.
right?
It's wild that Elliot's a coward. I actually had no
All
idea.
right. Combat.
Sure.
Attack Jim.
How much? 7?
7 coming at you.
Yeah, I'll take 7.
right.
29.
Jim goes to 29. 7 Gishath damage. I've got a trigger from this bad boy.
Oh, that's fun.
I would like to reveal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards from the top of my library and put all dinosaurs revealed this way into play.
Whiff.
First up, Ravenous Scaleback is a really good one. When it ETBs, it either gains haste or destroys target artifact or enchantment. Tally Primal Conqueror. ETB, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. I may cast any number of spells among the non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Holy smokes. Pantlaza Sunfavor.
Did we die?
I think we died. I thought I had a good turn.
So this one is whenever it or another dinosaur ETBs discover X, where X is that creature's toughness. So I get to layer
I see
these
each other,
how I
yeah.
want. Yep. I've also got an Ancient Imperiosaur. 6 mana, 6/6, convoke, trample, ward 2. ETBs with 2+1/+1 counters on it for each creature that convoked it, so that's going to be nothing.
Yeah.
But I've also got this Annoyed Altasaur, which is a 6/5 with reach and trample. And this Carnage Tyrant, which can't be countered, has trample, hexproof, and is a 7/6.
Did you 6 out of 7?
I 6 out of 7, yeah.
So you paid 8 mana, dealt 7 damage to me, and got 9, 16, 21, 26, 31, 37 mana worth of creatures?
Maybe.
Hey, Jim, do you know anybody on the rules committee? We should get this Jeff guy out of here.
So these ones don't do anything.
Yeah.
We will have, I would like them to resolve in the order of Pantlaza, Discovering 7, then Itali, then Ravenous Sailback. So Sailback, Itali, Pantlaza.
What is your
What
target?
mode?
Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Pantlaza only triggers once per turn, right?
Yes, do this only once each turn. Otherwise, yes, we'd be off to the races.
What is your target for?
Yes, my target for destroy target artifact or enchantment will be the Coveted Jewel.
That seems good.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I don't want Bill having it. I don't want you having it, I don't think.
Bard class though.
Could have been the Bard class.
I mean, I've kind of shot my
I think I'm blocking here though, you know? Okay. Pantlaza for 7. So I'm going to reveal, it's slightly different than Cascade. I'm going to reveal until I exile a non-land card with that mana value or less. So X is 7.
That doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit, it's a 9-drop, but it's Zakama Primal Calamity. 1 down from a Gishath trigger. That's tragic. Topiary Stomper. We'll take it. It's a 3 mana 4/4 with Vigilance. ETB, search my library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. Can't attack or block unless I control 7 lands, which it is conveniently finding me the 7th land. So I will do that next.
Yes.
Off Topiary Stomper, I will get a basic forest into play tapped. Now I would like to resolve this Itali Primal Conqueror trigger.
Yeah.
So we're going to exile until we exile a non-land card, and then I may cast any number of those.
Volfgar of Icewind Dale.
Kami of Whispered Hopes.
I've got a Beast Within.
Okay. What does this gentleman do?
You don't want to read that.
If a creature you control attacking would cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. I'll cast that one.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually does anything.
Yeah, all your stuff is on damage.
All of it's like ETB or damage, but I'll,
He has melee.
his melee.
Uh-huh.
I'll take him. I'll take this Kami of Whispered Hopes too.
I would have really liked to cast that.
Beast Within. Bard class. Por qué no los dos? Am I right? This is unreasonable.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is
Your board was empty when you started your turn.
Sure was.
I guess I'll replace the best card in my deck with this beast token.
That's for you, bud.
Thank you.
And then I've got a Skyshroud claim to ramp some more, shall I? I'll go find 2 additional forest cards. The 2 forests I'll get off Skyshroud claim are Temple Garden, Basic Forest.
Saving your life total, smart.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to worry about being attacked.
Smart here. That's me. Smart. Yeah, I think I'll just pass the turn after that.
Oh.
I think that's it.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's all.
That's all?
That's all I'll do.
Okay. I'm going to untap my 2 permanents. And I'm going to draw a card. My turn is not going to be nearly as interesting. I'm going to tap this Lotus Field for 3 green, and I'm going to play Nissa Vastwood Seer. ETB, I get to search for a basic land and put it into my hand.
okay.
So Nissa's going to find me this forest, and I'll put it into my hand. Then first land for turn, I'm going to play this forest, which will trigger Bristly Bill. I'm going to put another counter on my Dryad. Second land for the turn, I'm going to play this additional forest, putting a counter onto Bristly Bill.
Is it you control, or you can put them on this Kami?
It is.
You know?
It is target creature.
Yeah, you can put them on this.
I'm not going to acknowledge you for the rest of my life. Actually,
I mean, at this rate, that's not going to be very long.
no, it really isn't. I'm going to follow that up. I'm going to tap 3 for this Wayward Swordtooth, which gives me another landfall. But because I don't have the City's Blessing, it cannot attack or block.
Sure.
So I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap, draw a card. Bill. Mm-hmm. If I attack you with the Tectonic Giant, will you just like take the damage so that I can maybe dig for something to deal with this?
Yep.
I'm going to move to combat. I will attack you for 3.
Triple block. I'm joking. Take it.
Attack trigger.
Yeah.
I will look at the top, or exile the top 2. They are Helix Pinnacle, and Gruul Turf.
Oh, but Helix Pinnacle. Quick, make 100 mana.
These are exiled until the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose the Gruul Turf.
Makes sense.
I'm going to play this forest as my land for turn. Then I'm going to tap 7 to cast Steelbane Hydra. X equals 5. That gets doubled to 10 due to Unbound Flourishing.
Okay.
And if nobody has any objections, I would like to make a 10/10 Steelbane Hydra.
Seems good.
This allows me to pay 3 and remove a +1/+1 counter from it to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Oh, enchantment creature.
I'm just going to pass.
It's in Japanese.
Gonna pass. All right, we're gonna untap, cry about our Bard class, and draw a card.
Oh, and actually, sorry, I forgot at the end of my turn, this Fiery Emancipation is gone forever. Unfortunately, could not cast it by the end of my turn.
Yeah, we're weeping. Speaking of weeping, we're gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Reign of Riches. When Reign of Riches enters the battlefield, make 2 treasure tokens. Jolene says make an additional, so that's 3. And it says the first spell I cast each turn that mana from a treasure was spent to cast has Cascade. And I noticed at this point that, Jim, you attacked last turn, right?
I did, yeah, I attacked Bill.
You deserve a treasure.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, anybody who attacks my opponents.
Oh, sick. Okay, yeah, I'll make a trigger.
I'm planning on attacking some of your opponents, Alex.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. That's
You're welcome.
in no way suspicious. We'll play Mountain as our land for turn. We'll tap 3 treasures and a mountain to cast Strider, Ranger of the North. While he's on the stack, though, he has Cascade, so we're looking for 3 or less. Rulik Mons is 4. Taiga is nothing. Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard. So we'll go ahead and cast Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard, which grows the Legolas. And then Strider will resolve, which grows the Legolas.
This grows the Legolas.
And Hajar gives your stuff indestructible?
I can sacrifice it to give legendary creatures I control +1/+0 and indestructible until I'm turn.
Powerful.
Okay.
Yeah, powerful.
So you're swinging out at Elliot?
Probably not yet, but maybe next turn. What I am going to do.
That's ambitious, wishful thinking there, Alex.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, you can give us stuff as indestructible now.
Yeah. Speaking of indestructible, we're going to swing Legolas at Bill for 9.
I'm just going to take 9.
28.
28 for William.
We've got some triggers. I'm going to add 1 red mana. I guess 1 red mana. So that's 1 red mana, and I'm going to draw a card. Oh, sorry. I've got a Doors of Durin trigger that I have to resolve before any of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to scry 2, put this one on top, and this one on bottom. We also have a Jolene trigger, which gets me 2 treasures. Oh, I should finish the Doors of Durin trigger, which is Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. He gets put onto the battlefield tapped, attacking, and hexproof. So this one is also attacking, I guess, Bill, because I don't want to just feed him to Jim. So we have a 9 coming in and a 4 coming in.
I will block your 4/4 with my 4/6.
That seems reasonable. And you're going to take the 9?
Yes, I will very much be taking 9.
I'll add, sorry, a little out of order here, but I will add 1 red mana from Radha's ability and draw a card from Legolas' ability. So I got you at 28.
Yes.
I'll spend that 1 red mana on Diamond Pickaxe. It's indestructible and says whenever equipped creature attacks, create a treasure token, and they get +1/+1. Pass the turn.
Alrighty, untap. Everything but this mana vault. Let me think about it here for a second. Yeah, I'll take a damage. 32.
Oh, we got him right where he wanted.
A multiple of 4.
Draw for turn. I will play Taiga as my land for turn. And then I'll take a look at going to combat probably. All right, let's figure out what we're doing in combat here. I'll move to combat. So my attacks are, I call these Trample Squadron. Alex. Gishath is the only thing that's attacking Jim. Wolfgar, Topiary Stomper, and Ravenous Sailback are attacking Bill. Trigger Wolfgar. I am attacking each of you, so he's going to get +3/+3 for his melee twice because of his triggered ability. Ooh. So he is a 10/10.
Sure.
So we've got 7/6, 10/10, 3/4, 4/4, 7/7, 6/6, 6/5, 7/6. The only tramples are these ones.
Okay.
Who would like to declare some blockers?
Well, I am the next in
William.
turn order. I'm going to chump block Wolfgar with Nissa. I'm going to block your 4/4 with Dryad of the Elysian Grove, which is a 4/6, and then your 3/4 with Bristly Bill, who's a 4/4.
Okay.
Okay, I will block Gishath.
It's going to be Grand Warlord Rada on Armored Altasaur.
Annoyed, but I got you.
Apologies.
Yeah, he's annoyed.
Because he keeps getting his name right.
Strider and Targnar on Italy.
Any other blocks?
Yes. Jolene and the Beast on Carnage Tyrant. And we will block Ancient Imperiosaur with Hajar.
Okay.
But then we will sacrifice Hajar to give all the rest aside from the Beast, +1/+0, and indestructible until the end of this turn.
Very good. I did also miss, I get a treasure from Jolene for attacking one or more of your opponents.
Okay.
Now that blocks are declared, I'd like to cast this Entwined Savage Beating.
Oh boy.
I would like to give all my creatures double strike, untap all creatures I control, and after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. First strike damage.
Yes, first strike damage.
Wolfgar kills whatever is blocking it, I assume, because it's a 10 million.
Yeah.
Ravenous Sailback deals 3 to something.
Yeah, deals 3 to Bristly Bill.
Topiary Stamper deals 4 to something.
Yep.
Gishath deals 7 to that thing.
7 damage marked.
These are indestructible, but they have 7 damage marked on them.
So that's enough to hit their...
Yes.
Hit their...
Same here. You are taking 1 from the first strike trample. The beast is dying. You are taking 6 in first strike here.
7.
And 2. Nope, 1. Because this is a 6/5. So you're taking 8.
Regular damage.
Regular damage. This thing is blocked. And these are trading.
These are trading now.
Dead things.
Yep.
Okay.
These
trade?
Yeah, mine's dying. You are taking 7 more, which is triggering Gishath for 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Gishath has trample.
4 damage tramples through.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll take 4.
25.
25.
I have a Gishath trigger that I will remember with this dinosaur egg.
Okay.
You are taking 7.
Yes.
Italia is dying.
Yes.
You are taking 4.
No, it's already got damage marked.
Oh, you are taking 7 more.
Yeah.
Carnage Tyrant is taking 3.
Yep.
You're taking 6 more. You are taking 6 more. So 6, 12.
I think it's 26. It's 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 6.
Plus 7 plus 6 plus 6, 26.
Yeah.
Counts.
I'll go to 5.
Alex to 5. The Imperiosaur is not dying. The Altasaur is because... no, your guys have 4.
5. Hajar.
Yeah,
Hajar.
+1/+0.
Oh, this has 4 damage marked on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's... Oh, now you get your...
Now I have the Gishath.
Gishath, and then there's an additional combat after
Yes.
this, by the way.
And the Gishath is triggering for 4. Oh, I did get some hits. I got a Cloud Piercer, which is irrelevant. It's a 5/4 reach because it's not mutating. And a Crested Herd Caller, which will make a 3/3 with Trample. It is a 3/3 with Trample, and then it makes a 3/3 with Trample when it eats these. And then I hit a Forest and a Kinjali's Collar. And I'll go to the bottom of the library. The Cloud Piercer entering from the Gishath trigger triggers Pantlaza for X equals 4, because 4 is this creature's toughness. So I will exile until I hit a 4 or less. Lanes. Yudaro again. Hello. Cavern of Souls. Oh, so close.
Aggression.
Ooh, Majestic Heliopterus is a 4-mana 2/2 with flying. When it attacks another target dinosaur I control, gains flying until end of turn. Unfortunately, didn't have it that turn, but that's a pretty good one. Now I think I'm ready to go to my second combat. So on my second combat here, Wolfgar is going to go at Bill. Pantlaza is going to get in the ring at Alex, and Carnage Tyrant and Ancient Imperiosaur at Jim. What this is going to let me do is, because they have double strike, I can't kill Alex too quickly, because then Wolfgar goes away
'cause you lose
and
Wolfgar.
Bill doesn't die.
Because all my blockers are already lethal damaged, I take 4 and then die in double
Yeah,
strike.
you need to live through first strike damage.
Yeah, so Pantlaza deals 4 to you, down to 1. Bill takes 16 down to 12, and Jim takes 13 down to 5.
Yeah.
And then double strike damage will
happens,
kill
and that's
everybody.
it. Yeah, okay.
Good game.
Yeah, good game. Holy.
I love you.
You stole my Kami of Whispered Hopes.
I didn't even tap it. Isn't that so disrespectful?
That's
That
extremely
was a
disrespectful.
crazy game. I thought I was sitting pretty with Bard class on reduction and just blam, 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 blam.
I have never seen a Gishath trigger that
I've
profitable.
Elliot has had this deck in paper since Gishath was printed, and I think that's the most insane flip I've seen since he's had the deck.
yeah.
You know what? If you're in the comments right now and you play Gishath or any of these disgusting dinosaur decks, tell us about your best flips ever. And if it was better than that, we'll heart your comment.
Ooh, there you go.
But you have to be honest, though, okay?
Yeah.
You got to be honest about it.
True. I flipped 7 Carnage Tyrants.
I played Genesis Wave for 12 once.
Rejection. Yeah. Well, you weren't too far off of having a pretty good turn with Fiery Emancipation behind that.
Yeah, so like I kind of needed the coveted jewel. I kind of tunnel visioned. I wanted the meme because Alex was like, well, you don't have 3 red. I'm like, oh, I'll show you. And then I'm like, oh, now I have no blockers. I don't even get to take it anyway. And then Alex popped off and like removed any chance of me ever getting it back. Yeah. So no Fiery Emancipation. I did have a Gelatinous Genesis in my hand and I was counting it up. I had 7 mana, another land drop, so I could have cast it with the treasure. I could have cast it for X equals 4 doubled, so I would have made 8 4/4s, which like under normal circumstances would have been fine.
Very good.
But like not with what was going on here. It was just like too little, too late. Yeah, that was all I had going.
My hand at the end of the game was Crop Rotation, Zurin Orb, and Azusa Lost But Seeking.
Oh, and
So
you sack all your stuff.
Yeah, you could
I
gain
could
so
have-
much life.
I could have sacked all my stuff. I could have had 5 land drops a turn.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sick.
And then sacked all of them.
Yeah, the combo that's really nice in this is if you have all those land drops and something that allows you to play lands from your graveyard
Oh, yeah,
with
that's
Zurin
nice.
Orbs, you just get to ramp mana.
Yeah,
with
that's
it,
sweet.
Which is pretty nice.
I hit one of my favorite cards in the deck, a Death Leaper Terror Weapon.
I don't know what that does.
It's got flash and haste, and it's got an ability called Flesh Hooks, which just sounds great.
yeah.
Creatures I control that enter the battlefield this turn have double strike. And so this is my payoff for Primal Surge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, give 'em-
Or that disgusting Bard class turn.
Or
that you
the
had.
disgusting Bard class turn. You got it.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, that was kind of a crazy game.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. I told you I came here to put dinosaurs into play and that they'd eat all my friends.
Well, if you need someplace to store those dinosaurs that are eating your friends, you can check out Gamegenic at your local game store. They've got deck boxes, sleeves, and you'd say dinosaur food, but let's be honest, that mostly eats people, and you can't buy people. But if you want to be good people, you can go down below, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and of course, you can check out patreon.com/thespikefeeders, which is where these folks and these folks went and subscribed. For as little as $1 you can help support this channel. We have so many lights to keep on around here. And frankly, if we can't keep the lights on, you can't see what's happening. You won't be able to see Elliot go 6 for 7 on a Gishath trigger. So if that's relevant to you, check that out. In the meantime, though, thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a great day.